What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about why the scapegoat should stay away from family. And I'm only speaking on immediate family, not extended family, unless the extended family is close-knit and pretty much under the control of the narcissist. A lot of times the scapegoat is a sibling who was able to get away from the very toxic and dysfunctional family dynamic upbringing, which caused them a lot of unfortunate, outcomes in their life. And the reason being is because, and the scapegoat usually comes from a narcissistic parent, whether it's mother, father, or both, who never really planned a good life for their child. If anything, you know, there's the golden child in the family and there's the other kids. But the scapegoat is the one who's like the black sheep of the family. The one who, the narc parents never really believed in. And not only that, it's like a put together cult like environment. Very toxic environment, very controlling. And there's always the parent who's the most controlling. Not both always. Even if both are narcs, it's going to be the mother or father who's the most controlling of them all to keep, this cult like situation together in a family. And it's like we're all one and we think alike. Keep it in the family. Don't discuss anything with outside people. They sabotage your relationships. They sabotage friendships. And of course, they're going to sabotage marriages because they never really wanted it to go anywhere to begin with. They were never in favor of the scapegoat having a happy, productive, and peaceful life. That's why the scapegoat seems like the person who got away, who escaped a very bad environment, a place that they will never grow. Their accomplishments will always be overlooked and just pretty much criticized to where the narc parent would never see you going anywhere in life. Always speaking negative towards your goals and anything that you have set to do that'll make you happy. The narcissists don't believe that your happiness matters. And so it's like with narc parents is do as I say, do as I would do. Because any other way just unacceptable to the family. And they really do have these cult like families. They build them that way to where they get inside of everyone else's mind in the home and they never really able to escape that mindset. Even when they have grown up and moved away from the parents, they're stuck inside that mindset of control to where everything I do in life I have to report back to mom or dad. It has to be approved. And they never really enjoy their accomplishments or anything that they prefer to do because the narcissistic parent will always disapprove, and they already know that. It's like if you don't do what they suggest you do, then what you're doing is just not good enough, you know. And so that's why it's important for the scapegoat to get away from this family and stay away. The other siblings, yes, it's important that they get away as well, but it's like they're stuck in that mindset to where the narc parents kind of separate. They divide and conquer, of course, because that's what narcs do. But the parents, they separate the siblings from the parents, they separate the siblings from the scapegoat. And then the golden child is like they can't do no harm. They're constantly comparing the scapegoat and the other children to the golden child. And they want you to be more like that child. Not saying that they're, not speaking less as of children forever. Of course, they're going to grow up and become adults. But even as adults, once they graduate high school, go to college, whatever they choose to do, it's like that narc parent is constantly comparing the scapegoat's life to what the golden child has done, and just, praising it, and they keep them on a pedestal, whereas you can have accomplished way more than the golden child. And they will never see it. They will never acknowledge it. They will never give it praises. It's like no matter what you do, they've already decided that it'll never be good enough and you'll never be as good as what the golden child can do. So yes, that's why it's important for the scapegoat to stay away from the narc parents. Now, as far as the sibling, it's like what makes the scapegoat powerful, because I wouldn't even bother. Like, sometimes it may sound easy, it's gonna sound easier than it is. And I'm not speaking on experience, I'm speaking on something that I know of for sure, something I see every day, something that's very close knit to my life. I know someone who struggles with this. It's like they're stuck between choosing happiness for their own life and parting ways with the parentals. And it's like, I gotta do what's best for me, even though it hurts, because sometimes you just think like, damn, why? A narc parent don't understand, like, they don't understand the damage that they really do to a person's emotions when it comes to, like, the trauma behind coming up in a narcissistic household. They don't understand the long-term damage that they do to their children. Even coming up into adulthood, they carry that right along with them. And it's like, if they don't learn how to deal with life aside of a narc parent, they'll feel like they always owe their life to their parent, until they come across people who can, who gets them and who accept them and love them, appreciate them, and, just give them the praises that they deserve. Give them these compliments that they never got. When they recognize real love, is when they'll start to see that you don't owe your narc parent anything. Again, these parents don't understand the damage they do to their children. And when a scapegoat get away, it's best that they stay away. Again, when it comes to their siblings, what makes them powerful is pointing out what we went through, and you guys are still stuck there, and you don't have to accept that. I mean, and again, yes, that's easier for me to say, because I didn't come up in a narc household. I didn't have to deal with that with my mother. But the thing is, it's not going to be an easy thing to do, but it's necessary, because you'll never have peace. You'll have to cut back from visiting home. You'll have to stay away from family gatherings, holidays, all that stuff. You got to stay away from them. What makes you powerful is staying away and telling yourself, I don't have to be there. I don't have to show up. Because once you go, it's going to always be worse. They're just waiting for you to show up so they could chop you down from all the times that you haven't been there. It's like they owe you that. The narc mother plays on your emotions, because they always have, and they feel they always have the upper hand on it. They're going to always feel like they have that type of power and control. Once they see that you're getting away because you refuse to let them have that kind of control over you, that's when they'll give you that space. But the moment you give them the benefit of the doubt and try to return to that environment, it's gonna get worse. So again, it's best